Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, the question of the day is why no one likes Cody Bell? I don't get it. I don't understand it. We got so far three new characters, or within the three characters between Cody, Rory, and Dex. Everyone loves Dex. There's a lot of people that like Dex. Rory, I think people liked him in the beginning. But then, like, nothing really happened to his character that made him interesting. The only thing it really came down to was him liking um, Trina and being nice to Trina, seeing how Spencer, from day one, has pretty much brought nothing but misery. Kevo, what's good? What's good? How you doing today? Um, has brought nothing but misery to her life. Rory got a lot of points. So, I figure I'll start off this video a little bit different, this live stream a little bit different, because I've noticed that there's people that will watch the replay. And usually what I do is I give people a few minutes to come into the chat and start talking and stuff like that. A lot of times you don't want to sit there and keep repeating yourself, but, I have to sit there and realize a couple of things. One, whenever you do these live streams, even if I have, like, let's say 20 people in the chat, and they're not talking and stuff like that, they're still listening. Oh, okay, all right, Kevo, okay, all right. Sanford was good. How you doing tonight? That's what's up, Kevo. That's what's up. Keep up the music thing because it's definitely your thing. Like your songs so far are pretty good. Dax is in the chat. What's good? How you doing tonight? How is Sanford and how you doing tonight? So, like we usually do, we talk about other soaps. Black Mine is in the chat. What's good? How you doing tonight? So, you know how we do every time that we do these live streams, talking about the soaps. And I feel, oh, okay. The weather's great. Okay, all right, that's what's up, Sanford. That's what's up. Looks all doom and gloom where I'm living at right now. But it is getting fall. Okay, all right, Kevo. That's what's up. Well, whenever you want, I definitely love to sit there and hear a little bit, a little sample of it. Um, if you have time to send something. Blackmon, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I slept a lot yesterday, so which I didn't even really want to sleep that much, to be honest. Um, I'm gonna have to start getting better with my sleeping patterns because I only got like 3 hours of sleep um, on Saturday. And so after I finished watching YNR and B&B, I pretty much just went to sleep for the rest of the day, which sucked because I still got stuff I want to finish. Nikisha's in the chat. I figured, yeah, Sanford, yeah. Well, it wasn't even, I mean, granted, yeah, I'm still getting over being sick. I mean, I'm doing a lot better now, but yeah, 3 hours of sleep is definitely like no sleep at all. So I got to start doing better with my sleeping patterns. I got to. Nice. Okay, Kevo. Okay. All right. Got that MacGyver thing going on. Okay. Wow. Got 9 people so far in the chat. That's what's up. So, question of the day. Why do you not like Cody? What is it about Cody Bell that people just don't like. Oh, okay. All right, Kevo. Janice in the chat. What's good? Says he seems disingenuous with his role. Hmm. Okay. So you don't feel like he's really putting in a lot into what he's doing. Ottawa 20 was good. I was just thinking about you, Ottawa 20. Ken Chen is in the chat. Yeah, no, I heard he used to play I used to play that I heard he used to like live. Stacks, okay. Yeah, yeah, he definitely seems shady, you know. Yeah, Janet, okay. All right. All right, I can see that. Okay. Ken Chen was good. How are you doing today? Yeah, Ottawa 20, I was just waiting for you to say that. You know, my day's not complete unless I hear you sit there and talk about anti-heroes and anti-villains. To be honest, I've never heard of an anti-hero. No, I mean, I've never heard of an anti-villain before. You know what, Ottawa 20, give me an example of a show or a movie that you've seen that has an anti-villain. We all know about anti-heroes. I want an example. I want an example about that. That's what I want to hear. Um, yeah, a lot of people just don't like Cody. I'm in the middle, you know. I think we need a character that's a little shady, you know, that has some sort of hidden agenda. You know, there's a saying that people still use. Stacks. He's um he's trouble, yeah. Hmm. Auto 20. Watchmen, okay. Well, I wouldn't consider them anti-heroes per se, but I guess I get where you're coming from. Jenna says shady and he has no charisma. Crystal Williams is in the chat. Jenna, yeah. But Jenna says he's handsome and has great eyes. Nikisha, we got Brad. Nikisha said we got Brad. That's shady enough. Jenna says basically boring. Queen of the South, what's good? How you doing? You know, we sitting there talking a lot if you read in the chat. All right, Kevo, you have a good night. Thank you for dropping by. And like I said, if you get a chance, let me, to hear that sample, that new song that you got. Stanford says, I just don't want him with Brett. Oh, okay. It's only like 6 in a day. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, whenever you're done with it, I definitely want to hear it. Stacks, yeah, but you know what? That's not the first. You know, with Maxie, that's not the first time that they dumbed down her instincts. It's just with Britt, there's just so many signs, and she's choosing not to see it mainly because of her diagnosis, mainly because of her diagnosis, and she's like, well, I can't be with Jason, so I need to be with somebody. That's pretty much her motto at this point. And like Janet says, he's handsome and has great eyes, so Why not? But I mean, when it really comes down to it, what's this? Yes, Dax. Yep. Nikisha, I don't think he's a bad character. I think he's definitely a lot better than Rory personally. I think he's definitely better um than Rory. Rory's just boring, is what it comes down to for me. Daisy Flowers in the chat. Oh, Kenshin. Okay, so he was better on One Life Lived than he is on this show. Okay, so how did I actually turn that off for? I'm gonna sit there and try to do a little quick poll. Yeah, yeah. Let me pull this. Okay, go. All right, I think that's a good one. Hi, Cole. Hi, Kevo. Daisy Flower, I agree with that. I do. But take care, Kevo, though. And keep up the good work with the music. Daisy Flower says the rewrite also isn't helping his character. What do you mean by that? Stack says I have all I can take of Austin and Mason. It seems like they're starting to inch their way into Austin's backstory. So, can't just say like Cody way better than Rory. Yeah, Nikisha. I mean, Dax is definitely the better character so far. Oh wow, okay. I'm gonna leave up the poll a little bit longer. Because I put in the poll, who do people like better, Rory or Cody? Oh, okay, okay, Daisy Flower. Okay, all right, I get it. But yep, I don't know. I wanted to ask that question because I'm just like I know it's a lot of people that don't like Cody, and I don't get it. You know, like I don't think that Cody's the worst character because people say that he's shady. He can't be trusted. He's bad for Mac and everything. But I'm like, when you compare him to Rory, Kevo, I got software that I got to sit there and update. so I can start doing reaction videos. 'Cause I was trying to do one maybe about 2 weeks ago, but my OBS was acting up. So once I get that fixed, and I can start trying to do some reaction videos again. Stanford, I feel like that would make a lot of people happy. Henson said, I missed the whole General Hospital. I think everyone in the chat would agree with you. All right, Janet, thank you for joining. I really appreciate you stopping by. You have a great night. Be safe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, yeah, let me take that one down. Thank you, Stanford. Let me take that. Thank you, Stanford. Yeah, Sax. I mean, he's not a bad character. It's just they gotta give him more. You know, him taking Trina to a comic book convention, and she doesn't even know if she wants to even go. It's like, what are you doing? Kevo says, Abby, you got any advice for us in the chat? Um, no, not really. I mean, what do you mean by advice? Daisy Flower, they're writing him too aggressive concerning Brit. Yeah, and Stacks. I mean, Daisy Flower, you would think that like Cody, you think that Brit would know better, her instincts and stuff like that, be kicking in right now. Yeah, this was definitely not a good poll. Okay, well, just some motivation. I would sit there and say treat people how you want to be treated because I feel like there's not enough of that. And I'm being dead serious. Treat people how you want to be treated. There's so many times where people are just nasty and rude to people like there's no tomorrow, and it's unnecessary. And it's just bad energy. It's just bad mojo, you know? So that's my advice I would give Kevo. Treat people how you want to be treated. And it sounds simple, and yet it's so hard for people to do. Hmm. Stacks, you mean about rubbing us the wrong way about beloved character like what, Brit? Yeah, Stanford, like it sounds cliche. It sounds very old school. It sounds very PSA, but from someone who works in retail, I can tell you that that definitely could not be further from the truth. I mean, hell, even when people go to the store, you see how people act, you know, arguing, fighting, and it's just unnecessary. Thank you, Stanford. Thank you. Nikisha says, I heard once that we should treat people how they want to treat us instead of how we want to be treated. Hmm. That's new. That's new. I mean, I agree, but that's new. Oh, the stacks you mean by Spinelli? Yeah, yeah, Nikisha. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. But you know how it is sometimes. People are in a bad mood. They have a bad day. They take it on other people. I remember when I was working at a bookstore. That's I don't know if I should sit there and say which one, but I was working at a bookstore and some woman got angry at me and disrespectful. But then she came back like 2 hours later and apologized. And I thought that was really nice because, she could just went about her day, but she came back and she apologized. So that was nice. Screw it. I'll say the name. Barnes and Nobles. I don't know. In some ways, I kind of miss that place. In others, like it was a lot. I'll say that much. I'm not going to sit here and try to badmouth the store, but it was kind of a lot. I feel you, Nikisha. I do. I do. Holly coming back. Is anyone actually happy about Holly coming back? I was when I did my review and I talked about Holly. Somebody, I don't remember who. I think her name starts with a J. Or was it somebody else that was like this person did not like the fact that Holly was coming back. Like, hell, I heard that they actually even said that they didn't want. Stanford, it was you. Okay, okay. What's good, Chikaris? How are you doing today? Thank you for joining. I know sometimes you usually watch Dish and Jay, well, Dish and Days, so I appreciate you being here. Yeah, Stacks. Yeah, then you had him in the night shift. It was the perfect dynamic duo. You know. Yeah, Kev. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that. But that doesn't mean that you have to. You know, that doesn't mean you have to. You don't have to be nasty to people. But I do understand the whole, thicker skin and stuff like that. Oh, okay, Jakaris. Okay, all right. Well, if you write in the chat and they hear, let them know I said hello. Now, Stanford, why you don't like the fact that Holly's back? Does anyone actually like the fact that Holly's back? Because I know you made such a big deal and everything like that, but I want to know does anyone actually like Holly? Now, Jakaris, they always come on Sundays because I will check them out. Well, actually, tell you the truth, I can always sit there and watch the replay. Oh, Stanford. Oh no, you love her. Okay. There was somebody else that said they didn't care for Holly. They didn't want her back. Stanford can't wait for what's his name? Ethan to come back. Stanford cannot wait for Ethan to come back. Next, I got the side eye on Holly. Any particular reason why, or just her whole interest coming back into the show? I think we talked about this last Sunday, or was it some? I think it was last week. So I'm not going to really touch back on that again. But Anna being set up, and everyone knows that it's Alex, but for some odd reason, everyone's like, "No, it was her. She did it." And even Anna's like, "Oh, I've been framed. Yes, you've been framed by your sister, idiot." Yeah, Blackman, I agree. I agree, and I always do love a good English accent, so I'm with it. I am with it. I'm with it. But it should be interesting. It should be very interesting having her come back. I just, yeah, Stanford, I remember you actually said that. And I think somebody else said that too. Paul is in the chat. What's good? She take only a month only. Okay. Yeah, Paul, no, I didn't think that she was coming back like permanently or anything. I feel you, Nikisha. I do. Cindy is in the chat. Wow. Yeah, somebody else said that too. Oh, thank you for joining, Cindy. I think Cindy's actually new in the chat. So let's give Cindy a warm welcome and say, say hi to Cindy. Thank you for joining us. Um, no, Kevo, I don't. Oh, yeah. I don't. I do remember Courtney did die, and it kind of sucked because I know that she wanted to leave, but no, Kevo, I don't. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. It was a long time ago, but I don't. I don't. Yeah, Kevo, no, I don't. I don't remember that. Yeah, Paul. I mean, it's definitely one of those things where it's like it's just dumb. It's just really dumb. You're welcome, Cindy. No, it's whenever I see like a new face and stuff like that, I always like to give them a warm welcome because, well, you're coming on my live stream, and I appreciate that. But yeah, it's pretty stupid. I'm a very nutty addict. Oh, nudie addict. Okay. Hey, Auto 20 to each his own. Hmm. Okay. So, okay, Stanford. Okay. I I still remember she was there working at that club for AJ when AJ, got disowned and didn't have a job, and yet she married AJ. She married Sunny's enemy. Like, thank you, Queen yourself. Yes. So if you are enjoying the chat, we got 16 people now. We got 8 likes. So if you're enjoying it, definitely hit the like. That really does help out the chat. It really does help me out a lot. Or who is Allie Miller? Who is Allie Mills? Auto 20, I doubt that. I doubt that. The fact that they did that whole threesome scene and they're getting backlash for that, yeah, I don't see that happening. Daisy Fly. Oh, really? He was a stalker. I don't try because it's still a soap opera that's appealing to not just to not just the young generation, but older generations, and they don't. It's not it's not that type of show. It's still a soap opera. They're not going to really do all that. Go up. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for joining. Oh, okay, okay, Paul. Okay, Paul. I didn't know her name, but thank you. Thank you for letting me know her name. Yeah, it should be interesting. I definitely want to sit there and see what these scumbags are actually doing. Oh, Stack, she was on B&B. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, Auto 20. Like I said, I ain't judging you. I have a library, a whole library. I am not judging you. Um, no, I don't, Tony. I don't think a lot of people actually like what you call it, political correctness. Jarvis, thank you, Jarvis, and thank you for actually joining the chat. Thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, what do we got going on? I always find that funny whenever people sit there and say hit the like button if you're enjoying the chat and stuff like that. And then sometimes I'm just like, well, what if I'm not enjoying it? I guess I could hit the dislike button too. But usually I say that when people are just very obnoxious about it, when they're asking me like every 5 minutes, oh, hit the like button, hit the like button. It's like, shut up. Stop telling me what to do. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward towards Liz's parents coming on there. Because I mean, let's be honest, they're scumbags. They are definitely scum. I'm being dead serious, Stanford. I am. Nikisha says I'm pretty sure there's a whole sentence with that. Um, unless you actually hit the like button, and that's really cool. But yeah, I want to see what these scumbags have to say when they get to the show. Yeah, Nikisha, especially since they hijacked the story with Finn. So, well, yeah, Richard Dean Anderson, Ivor. See, I'm an '80s kid, so stuff like MacGyver. When I hear Richard Dean Anderson, I automatically think about MacGyver. Yeah, Stanford, we get to sit there and see these scumbags that wasn't in Liz's life when she needed that love and support. So I can't wait to sit there and see them. Oh, you know how much I love to call people scumbags too. Yeah, Stacks, it was kind of funny. I mean, it was very cartoonish. Also, that's why RDA left GH. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be called a scumbag either, especially since my daughter got so much crap and I was just not there. Yes, Blackmon, yes. Guyver, and of course, I can't forget Knight Rider. How was his name again? Who's the guy that did Knight Rider? I can't help it, Stanford. I'm an anti. David Hasselhoff, yes. Thank you, Nikisha. Thank you, Daisy Flower. Yes. That was my guy. That was my guy growing up. Thank you, Paul. David Hasselhoff. That was the guy right there, okay? And most women want to date him. Most guys want to be him. He had the cool car. The show was great. Oh, thank you, Gucci. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. People like you definitely give me motivation, so thank you. Yes, Blackmon. This is why I appreciate having you in my chat. Yeah, Queen of the South was very cartoonish. Oh, Magnum PI. Yes, Nikisha, Magnum PI. That was another one of my shows. Oh my goodness. I feel like that's stuff that you can definitely appreciate, growing up in the '80s and stuff like that. Kenshin. Okay, all right, Kenshin. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. You have a great night. And thank you for, being part of the chat. I appreciate that. Um, yes, Magnum PI was another one of my shows. Yes, Blackman. Of course, we're talking about the original Magnum PI. To be fair, I have not given a new one a chance, so I can't sit there and say if it's good or bad. It's the same thing with the new MacGyver. I can't say if that show is good or bad, but I can say that when they did Knight Rider, the new Knight Rider, I was just like, "What in the hell are you guys doing?" Like this was, my goodness, it was so stupid. And they even actually had David Hasselhoff in like the first episode. I'm like, see, that's a retcon that I would not mind them doing. Yeah, Nikisha. Yeah, especially the ones that I listed off. Yeah, Ken. Black Miner was a hot mess. It was yeah, Paul, it's very difficult um to try to match that energy. Kevo, I just got bored. I got bored. It was a fun journey, but I got bored. Stacked. Oh, Hawaii Five O. Okay, that was good. I watched a little bit of it. Oh, okay, Nikisha. Did you watch the old one though? Ken the Incredible Hulk was good too. Yeah, Kevo, I just got bored. I got bored, so I stopped that altogether. Yeah, Kevo. I mean, it was fun. It was fun getting reaction from people. It was fun, but I kind of just it was a good fun 2 years. Me being in that line of work. And then a couple weeks ago, I put one last post on my site saying that, well, I was done. Yeah, Kevo, I did. I mean, after a while, it became a chore. It became a chore, and it's like once it stopped being fun, it was just like, what am I doing? And I started doing YouTube more than I started doing that. So yeah, I definitely lost interest in it. But yeah, I mean that's the thing about the '80s. It was a different time. Like Otto 20 said, you didn't really have to deal with so much political correctness. And yeah, Kev. I mean, like I said, I lost interest in it. So it was like, and I started doing more YouTube and growing an audience and stuff like that. And yeah, but it was a fun little journey. It was a fun little social experiment, which is the reason why I started doing that because I want to kind of see a reaction and stuff. Yeah, Kevo, thank you. Oof. This is why I got to thank the people who rock with me from day one because going back and looking at that first cell phone quality was bad. The audio was bad. It was just bad. Kevo, I mean, Freddie was good. What is going on? We're talking about some good '80s shows. Like, wasn't a good '80s show? Nikisha said, like Mason more than I like Austin. I, a lot of people don't like Austin. I feel like I should maybe put that in the next thing. Auto 20, yes. Yes, I will sit there and agree with you on that. Oh, Ken Webster. Yes, Webster. Webster. There was another show with an old white guy and a white girl and the guy that never grew. And then there was the other one, Different Strokes. I think that's what it was called. Yes, Nikisha, different. Yes, Different Strokes. Freddie the Jeffersons. Yeah, Yeah, Auto 20. I mean, we're doing it right now. Punky Brewster. Daisy Fly, I heard there was going to be something there like rebooting it. Well, I mean, they were going to be continuing it. Whatever happened with that? Stanford says the Bionic Man and Woman. Mm. And of course, you have Wonder Woman, which Linda Carter. You know, that is still a very beautiful woman to this day. Oh, Nikisha Leonard Lost. And dinosaurs. Oh my goodness. Nikisha, I gotta sit there and say dinosaurs probably had the worst ending of any show because they all died. Like, who does that for a comedy? Yeah, Daisy. That's what I'm like. Is it still on? Oh, Paul, the original Land of the Lost in the '70s. Yeah, but I heard they actually rebooted it for like the '90s. I remember I used to watch it on Saturday mornings. Hmm, interesting, Daisy Fire. Interesting. Yeah, Nikisha, I'm just like, and I remember watching it as a young kid and just being like, this is kind of sad. Like, this is sad. Like, they all just died, and like, that was it. That was the end. You got to sit there and wonder, was the director, was like somebody had to be depressed. Somebody had to be depressed to sit there and write an ending that depressing for a comedy. For a comedy, you wrote that the characters all died. Like, who does that? I feel like there had to be some depression there. Because, no. I mean, yeah, Paul. I mean, we all know that's how they got extinct. But Jesus Christ, still, Auto 20, we love darker energy. Yeah. Ooh, okay, that's a good one, Freddie. That's a good one. We know that deputy mayor is up to no good, so that would be an interesting twist. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if they actually did that, you'll be the first person that will come to mind, and you could sit there and say, "I called it first." So that'd be what's up. That would definitely be what's up. Really? No, Paul, you can definitely brag. Okay, that is definitely bragging material. So I ain't knocking you. That sounds interesting. Yeah, that is definitely interesting. Yeah, we had some really cool shows back in the '80s and early '90s. Really? Okay, Paul, that's interesting. It's really interesting when the crew is actually nice and like cool and chill. And I feel like that's not something that you would always get now. And you can tell when they're faking it, when they're fake being nice, and when they're serious. You know. But yeah, people like I said, anyone that grew up in like the '90s, the '80s, well, more of the '80s. Okay, because oh, Paul, you work for Warner Brothers. Okay, or Warner Bros. Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. I was working there. How was it working there? But so, is anyone watching Y&R? Is anyone watching Y&R? Young and the Restless? It actually caught up. An incredible 40 years. Okay. All right. All right. That's what's up. It's very tough to sit there and then be at a job that you like, that you actually look forward to coming in every day, you know. So I always give off my hat, always sit there and salute to people that generally love doing what they get to do. Oh, okay, Sanford. Okay. Well, if you don't mind telling us what is it that you do. I always love learning a little bit more about my subscribers and stuff like that. Especially since I, usually see the same faces and stuff like that, which is really nice and a real blessing. Yeah, Stanford, she did. It was interesting. It was interesting. And of course, Phyllis is just standing there outside, and she walks in when, she's crying, and Jack is there, and Phyllis is like, "Oh, what's going on? Did I come in at a bad time? Dumbass, you know you came in at a bad time. What are you talking about?" And it's just, I can't with Phyllis. This is so dumb. This is so stupid. And let's really think about this for a minute. She literally gave up her job at the Grand Phoenix. Juanita is in the chat. What's good? How you doing tonight? She gave up her job, practically working for herself at the Grand Phoenix, to work for her daughter. Like, why? Like, Diane was that important to you? She lived in your head that much rent free? Oh, okay. All right. All right, Paul. That's Listen, the fact that you actually kept the same job for that long is impressive enough. So big hats to you, bro. Big hats to you. I know some people that can't keep a job longer than 3 months, 3 months to 6 months, and then get fired for well something. So big, big props to you. Um, yeah, it's so dumb. Paul, no, you can definitely brag because that's what's up. How was it being on set in the '90s? Or how was it being on set in the '90s? I want to know. Yeah, I mean, so on Y&R are the Young and the Restless. If anyone's watching, because I'm assuming at this point most people watching Y&R. What is everyone's favorite story so far on Y&R? I want to know. I want to know what is everyone's favorite story on Y&R. Like me personally, I'm loving the Nate, the Devon stuff. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I really gotta think about this for a minute. I'm loving the Nick, Sally, and Adam stuff. I saw the previews. It looks like it doesn't look like they're practically going to boot her out. They're gonna boot out Sally to put in Nate. And I'm like, oh, and the Tucker stuff too. Nice, Paul. Nice. That's what's up. Same, same Stanford. Jack's all full. So Stacks, you're more on Phillips' side than you're on Diane's. Same Black Mon, same. Oh, Juanita. Okay, you love the three-way love affair. Now, I'm assuming you're talking about the Nick, Sally, and Adam stuff, right? Right, Juanita? Yes, Nikisha, yes. That's why she started watching B&B, was during that. And I'm looking at the whole thing, I'm like, I'm pretty sure they got movements against that. Like, I'm pretty sure they got movement against that. Okay, well, okay, Juanita, okay, yeah. So, Juanita, who you rooting for, Nick or Adam? Freddie, I've been saying that Brooklyn has been toxic from jump. I've been saying that. I've been saying that. I've been literally saying that. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Paul. You know, with the Yankees, I'll admit I'm a bandwagon fan. I'm not really into sports, but I would always choose the Yankees because they win. Yes, she definitely could be extra. Oh, Juanita, okay, you pulling for Adam. Okay, I'm pulling for Nick. Just throwing it out there. Valerie's in the chat. Was good. Really, Daisy Flower. Okay. Um, um, okay, Paul. Okay, Paul. Thank you, Black Man. I appreciate that. Yes, so if you are enjoying the chat, definitely hit the like button. That really, really, really does help me out. Um, it helps me out a lot. It helps me out a lot. It really does help me out. Thank you, Black Man. I actually took a screenshot. I took a screenshot. Um, like when I type in General Hospital Review, you got Brock TV that comes there. You know, he comes up there first because he's Brock TV. But I used to come at like number 9, and now I come like right beneath him. So that definitely does help. So thank you, Black Man. Okay, Stacks. Okay. So Stacks, do you feel that Adam went too far when he was trying to push away Sally so she can keep her job? Because I feel like that's what some people are saying. You know, some people are just like, well, Adam went too far. And I'm like, well, Adam was trying to make sure she had a job. You know, Adam was trying to make sure that on Monday morning, you know, she would have a place to go. So, yeah, yeah, Stacks. Which again, I remember people were upset with Christina and what's her name? The professor she was sleeping with. I can't remember her damn name. Keisha says sexy and talk. Parker, thank you, Nikisha Parker. Oh, Freddie, I appreciate that. Yeah, Stacks. I mean, he did apologize, but still, you know. I mean, I'm on Adam's side. I'm like, yo, listen, he wanted her to keep her job. Thank you, Nikisha. You know, that's my whole thing, though. You talk about that power dynamic, and people are rooting for Nick and Sally, and I'm like, Nick is her boss. You know, when with Christina and Parker, people were upset about the power dynamic, but everyone's cool with Nick and Sally just hooking up. Probably not Stanford. Probably not. Really, Juanita? Okay. Well, she definitely sounds convincing. I will say that much. She definitely sounds convincing. Time will tell. I mean, you got those three women that's like running overtime to try to get at Diane. You know, I do feel like Ashley is probably going to start having feelings for Tucker again. I feel like that's coming. Ashley, that woman still looks good. I don't care what age she is. That woman still looks good. I mean, sometimes she'll come out her mouth and say something that's like, "Come on, bro, why, why you had to ruin a moment?" But other than that, she does look good. Yes, that she did seem like she was having a good time. I'm like, I know. Half of that plan is gonna fall apart. Half of that plan is gonna fall apart. Oh, and then you got Audra. Audra is getting on my nerves. I know that she just started, but she comes up in Noah's club, and Noah's like, "What are you doing?" And she makes up some BS talking about, "Oh, I was just having a bad day, and I want to come somewhere to hang out." Samuel's in the chat. What's good, bro? What's good? And she comes up in this club, and she's like, "Oh, I just wanted a place to hang out and chill." And I'm like, "Boo, the club isn't even open yet. Like, what are you doing here?" And then she starts crying, talking about, "Oh, well, I miss you." And I'm like, "You do realize that he has a girlfriend, right?" Like, I know that she will sit there and say things like, "Oh, your little friend is so cute," being all condescending, and I'm just like, ugh, whatever. What's good, Samuel? How are you doing tonight? Well, okay, at this point, it's tonight. Stacks, I agree with that. I agree with that. She definitely needs to let some fire out there. And she should not be letting, this new chick come in town and just kind of walk over you. So, and of course, you got Tessa and Mariah. Okay, Samuel. Okay, spicing it up, spicing it up. Allie, Allie. And I think that's the only reason I remember her is because I can't stand the other Allie on Days of Our Lives. I can't stand that chick. Oh my goodness, I can't stand her. But you got a point, Samuel. You got a point. You have a really good point, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, it's like before she got into town, I really could care less about Noah and Allie. Just like I can care less about Mariah and Tess. Sam, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I slept all of yesterday, so I'm doing very well. And actually, I didn't even use because sometimes if I can't sleep, I'll use certain stuff to help me sleep, which can become addicting after a while. So I try to not use it unless I really need it. But yesterday I just slept like well like a damn baby. So it was great. It was awesome. Um, so what does everyone if you're watching Y&R, what does everyone think of Tess Mariah's character right now? Like is anyone actually liking the story? This is something that I want to know. I want to know does anyone actually like the story so far? Yeah, Samuel, I will agree with that. I will agree with that. Yeah, and you got some really good scenes going on. And you know what, Samuel? Since I got you in the chat, what did you thought of the conversation between Devon and Nate when Devon came to Nate's place and it was, he wanted to hash it out. Sam, for you saying no because like you don't watch it, or no because you don't really care for them, as far as YNR is concerned. That is true. That is true, Stacks. That is true. But like she claims, she is being honest this time with Jack. Which, to be honest, she's only being honest because she knows she's going to get uncovered. Tracy Steves is in the chat. Was good. Yeah, Tracy. I know they have like chamomile. That really helps. Oh, Stacks, you don't like test story. Yeah, their story is so damn boring. It's so boring. I, sometimes when I go on James' channel or go on JLJ Media's channel, and he's talking about I forgot what they call um yeah, let's not go and say what's up to Tracy. Tracy Steve's in the chat. I figured that, Samuel. I figured that. Trust me, when I watch these shows, sometimes I do think about my subscribers and stuff like that. And I know that you're rooting for Nate during that whole confrontation, right? Yeah, Stacks, it wouldn't be Diane if she wasn't telling half truths. Queen and stuff, you know, like yeah, I forgot the name that he called. I forgot the names that James calls Tessa Mariah. But I don't see. He always talks about how a lot of people like them and stuff like that. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you so much. Yes, Taraya, the Taraya fans, and I'm just like I want to sit there and ask them, what do you actually like about these two characters? Like, what do these characters bring to the show? Because to be honest, they're not bringing anything to the show. They are literally there to just be time fillers. Like right now, they're adopting a baby, and I'm just like, okay, like, that's it. Like, really? Hell yeah, Freddie. Samuel's like, yo, listen, you come into my house, you getting the smoke, bro. You are definitely getting the smoke. Okay. I mean, I will, Samuel, I will sit there and say this. No, actually, give me. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, uh, I don't know, Samuel. I don't know if Nate is actually capable of being a villain or a bad guy. Yes, Dax. I mean, to be fair, when Joe was really going at Lily, I'm like, yo, you can't put all that on on um on Lily. Like she was really dropping the hammer. And, Billy was like, yo, listen, this isn't all her fault. Like, like she was dropping the hammer hard. I'm like, Joe, you need to relax. Like, no one would have ever thought that their own family member would have betrayed them. But you know what, Samuel, I will sit there and say this. At least he was honest about why, like, I get not being able to forgive stuff and having grudges and stuff, especially something like that. That's life changing. So I will give Nate that much. I will. And Sammy, I'm going to sit there and say this: there was really no reason for Devon to actually come to his place. Like the dude was fired. He said what he said, and what was it left to say? What was he looking for? As much as I actually liked Devon, I didn't understand why he felt the need to come to his house to confront him. What answer was you gonna? What answer was he expecting to get? You know, I mean, granted, I was totally 100% on Devon's side, but yeah, Tarai, yeah, I don't get why people like them. Yeah, yeah, I get you, Samuel. I do. But oh, okay, okay, all right, Samuel. Yeah, 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 thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I get it. This isn't something that's just like it's life changing, and it's something that was a big part of his life for a very long time. And Devon ruined it. You know, he ruined it. Valley, Freddie got a point, and it is hilarious. Um, so I get Nate's anger, his frustration at him, but I don't think that. See, Sammy, you're looking for him to be a villain. The problem is he's not competent enough to be a villain. Like there was no point of him outing himself. There was no point of him outing himself. You already lost your girl, but I didn't even understand why she was going to come in there and be like, oh, by the way, Nate betrayed everyone in this room. What was the point of doing that? But she already left. So what did you gain from telling the truth? I mean, he really went back to Elaine and was like, well, I told you the truth. So we're cool, right? We can be together after this, right? I mean, I did tell the truth. I mean, yeah, it was kind of late. It still hurt the company. I still betrayed my family, but I told the truth. Not exactly winning qualities of villain material. If if I'm wrong, please let me know. I genuinely want to hear that. I sat there and I watched, and even when Elaine said what she said, he said something along the lines of, well, I can see how you see it that way. Like this chick literally was just like, I can't be with you for X, Y, and Z. You betrayed your family. I can see how you see it that way. What the and then you have people that want him to be a villain. And every time every when I was watching that and I was thinking about the comments that people were saying about Nate, I'm just like, what? Hmm, I get what you're saying, Samuel. I do. But when I say capable, I mean like he already lost his job. And granted, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm a newcomer. I haven't been watching the soap as long as you have, so I don't know. I don't know everything. Why the hell is this loud? I've been watching as long as other people, so you can always take my opinion with a grain of salt. But you look at a scene like that. No, not going on whatever dating site that you keep trying to promote. Stop it. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll put it under that. this is. Jeremy says, "Uh oh." Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. Like I don't know what kind of fun you think you're talking about, but I think this. Hey, this is we're not doing that. I felt like I was gonna say a joke, but I just didn't think of one. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Stack said he did all that crying for nothing because as soon as he left, he called Vicky, Elaine, begging him. He was listening to Amani brushing her off. Yeah, yes, Stacks, yes. I'm like, you got this chick that keeps gassing up your head. And then when Elena says something, he makes her feel like she's the villain in that whole thing. I'm like, what are you. Oh my goodness. I just. That's why I always laugh when people are just like, oh, they should make him a villain. It's like, bro, you already lost your girl. Yeah, Freddie. Yeah, it is pretty hilarious. it, it is pretty hilarious. It is pretty hilarious watching Portia run and scramble and but you know what's really funny about that? You would sit there and think that Marcus at some point would want to take a DNA test, you know? Like you don't find the timing kind of odd? You don't find the timing kind of odd that while, somebody else is practically banging your chick, your wife or whatever, then Trina comes out and then you're just like, oh, Trina, my daughter. Like, really? Really, bro? And then she said something. She was like, no, 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 no. I'm pretty sure because of the timing and stuff like that. And Kurt's just like, okay, cool. Yeah, I believe you. I didn't know that, Stax. I didn't know that. And then you have the other actress, the actress that plays Amani. She laughed. I mean, granted, I read and I understood why she left. Well, I always look, whenever I look at these actors and, actresses and stuff like that, when they leave these soap operas, I'm just like, y'all do realize you're leaving a steady paycheck, right? Nah, that's cool, Double C. Mm, yeah, I mean, I see that, Samuel, but I feel like the love came in second to his ambitions. He felt like he wasn't being heard with Devon, so he was like, all right, let's change the leadership, you know? And I'm like, bro, you're dealing with the Newmans. I don't even know that much about the Newmans, but it's a little kind of naive to sit there and think that another group of people is going to come in and listen to his ideas simply because he's not. You know, that's why I love that scene so much because the way that Devon was practically schooling him on hierarchy was amazing. Hell, yep. Diane is living in those three women's rent free, right? In their heads, rent free. I mean, hell, when you think about it, Phyllis left her job to work for her daughter just to get back at Diane. Okay, she left practically being the boss of her own job to get back at a woman for something that she did 30 something years ago. Right, Samuel? Like I said, I'm sticking with it. If he becomes a good villain, more power to him. More power to him. Right now, he's coming across as well. I think at this point, everyone knows how I think about Nate. You know, I think that's why I was just laughing so hard when he was like you're not stupid. I'm not talking like you can't be this dumb. Okay, Samuel. I don't know. Maybe if they wrote it a little bit better. Yes, Jakars, and they got clowns up in this show. I'm like, I'm loving days. I am loving days. I am so glad that people talked me into watching days all those years ago. Yeah, hell, same, same. I 100% agree with you about that. Hell, they are. Exactly, Stacks. Exactly. Exactly. Even Nate was like, why would we trust a guy who was going to betray his own family? Yes, Black Mike. You know what? Because y'all got me talk. Because y'all talking about so much, I'm gonna sit there and watch the promo again. Yeah, Samuel, it is. It's a lot of recycled stuff. Steffi is just getting on everyone's nerves, and Ridge is. But Deacon's cool. I like Deacon. Cigars, me too. Me too. Yes, I'm so glad that you noticed that. Yeah, Samuel, and you can see it. You can see it. You can definitely see it. What's good, Eagle Fang? No, not yet. Not yet, Eagle Fang. I'm definitely gonna watch it though. That is after I finish watching A Million Little Things. Cobra Kai is my next show I'm gonna be watching, and then The Boys. Yes, Juanita. Dick is my guy. Yeah, hell, I was just like, wait. I thought we were discussing business. Oh, our parents are back together. Okay. Like this is what I drove into work through LA traffic at God knows what time it is. So I can sit there and hear about these two people being back together. Oh, also, um, Carter had to sit there and tell everyone that Quinn dumped him because, that was important for a meeting. Exactly, Jeremy. Exactly. I'm just like, what in the yeah, hell. Yes, me too. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it was so odd because he went from really hating Sheila and being like, "Oh, you're a burden, this, that, the third." And you have to have like making out scenes, and they're talking about all the knocking boots that they're doing at night, and I'm just like, when did the love turn into? I mean, when did the hate turn into love? When did that happen? Yeah, Black Man, it was. It was 100%. You can tell the spitefulness in it. Okay, Samuel, you're right about that. Yeah, I give you that. Yeah, Jeremy, we're all waiting for that. We're all waiting for that. Double C, I think I'll be sitting there. I would have probably been pissed off. I would have been like, yo, listen, I woke up way too early in the morning to be sitting there hearing about people's love lives. Like, are we going to get to like business, like fashion or something? Nate is in the chat. What's good, bro? Yeah, Stanford, they could have recast it because the way that they wrote her off in such a disrespectful way is it shows you a certain level of spitefulness. Ooh, I like that. Hope stays being hopeless. You know, Samuel, me too. Me too. I mean, she been talking about, oh, the knife, like the knife. I'm like, and we heard about, we heard that chick complain for like a whole week and a half about Thomas and the knife. You're 100% right on that. Because that would have been like, all right, well, we understand why Ridge left her, but of course, it was Thomas that kept patting himself on the back and like, that stupid thing of, but it wasn't you, Brooke. It was me. I'm just not there waiting for him to like twirl his mustache. Like, bro, what in the hell are you doing? Okay, good for her, Samuel. Good for her. Yeah, definitely going out of his way to make her more sympathetic. Double C, probably. That's what a lot of people are saying. Exactly, Jeremy. All he said was, "You know what you did. Goodbye, Logan." What, dude? Seriously? Yeah, Sammy. And I should tell you, you have some really good ideas about the transition that he should have went at. And it's amazing because from your point of view, I can understand how it would work. I can understand how it would work. So you want, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Stanford. But with Peter, it was more exaggerated. I agree with that, Helen. I do. I do. I 100% agree with that. Oh, Jeremy, when he finds out, yeah, 100%. You know what, Jeremy? I don't know. Eric is a softie. Eric is a softie. So I don't know. I don't know if he would do that. I don't know. Hey, remember when Eric actually got his mojo back with what you call it? Yeah, Daisy Fly. He's too soft. Remember when he got his mojo back with Donna, and they had that romantic music that was just laughable. Yeah, I mean, seeing how he actually went out with Brooke back in the day, I can understand why. I mean, how he even said that, he always favors Brooke. Yeah, Daisy Flower, a lot of people are hoping that, and so they'll probably do it. Just like a lot of people are hoping, a lot of people are just like, I don't want Trina to be the daughter of Curtis. I want him to be with Taggart, and they're gonna do that. Yeah, Daisy Flower, that's what I heard too. That's what I heard too. I've been on that show for a hell of a long time. Yeah, Stacks, but to be fair, I would have did that too. I would have did that too. I love me some Donna. Donna all day long is all I'm gonna say. Yep, Valerie, yeah, definitely boring. I mean, how she didn't even want to go to a comic book convention. She was like, I don't really know. I'm just like, oh, just make up your mind. What are you doing? Oh, but yeah, no, they are. They are very. Yeah, no, no, no. I agree with that, Jeremy. Steph, I mean, it's Donna. It's Donna and Quinn. Okay, let's be real. Daisy Flaw says Thomas too crazy. Yeah, Valerie, that she had the gun in the car and somebody's gonna probably walk by and see it. Yeah, Jakars, you know what? Stuffy is always them versus us. Oh, Stanford, yeah. Honey, honey, honey. You know, it's sad. I actually have to throw out my honey now. Let's just say I had a certain project that I was going to do that involved honey that I'm not doing anymore. So now I don't need the honey. Oh, okay, Stack. So you're a Forster. You're a Forster person. One says Thomas is not reinformed. Yeah, no, he's definitely not reformed. Riley says WTF. Yeah, Nate, you're right. She got looks, and apparently that's what people care about. But you know what? Donna may not exactly be the brightest bulb, but I find her personality more likable than Quinn. So Daisy flawed because it's his mom. Blinders. So Nathan, you're more of a Forrester person. Because I would have to disagree with you about that, Stephanie. What do you disagree with me about with Stephanie? Daisy Flaw. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Black Man, yes. But you know what? That was the funniest scene I've ever seen in a soap opera. When Eric got his mojo back, you know what I'm talking about, with Donna and the honey. That was without a doubt the funniest scene I've ever seen in a soap opera. Oh, Nate, the Logans are sick and twisted. Okay. Okay, so Double C, you don't like the fact that Thomas is going back into his old ways. Yeah, Daisy, I heard about that. The girl says, when you said she is about us. Mm. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember what I said. Yep, yes. I didn't know what pickleball was because I'm just like, but that's tennis, right? That's tennis. But I found out there is a difference. I did ask somebody, so yeah, you're right. You're right, Daisy Flower, because she keeps calling herself a Forester. She's all like, "Oh, well, our family, the Foresters, is gonna win over those damn Logans." I'm just like, yeah, Jeremy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I first, because every time Eric kept talking about, "Oh, I'm going to pickleball," I'm like, yeah, okay, we know where you're going at this point. I was like, no, 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 it's not pickleball. That's just. And then I actually asked somebody, and it made sense. Well, Samuel, it sounds like you are getting your wish as far as Thomas being the villain. But yeah, no, I do agree with that. Steffi and Thomas are just, especially Steffi. Steffi is, oof, like that chick is obnoxious. I'm like, girl, you got kids of your own. And a husband. Don't you have anything else better to do with your time instead of Snitch trying to parent trap them? Saying, okay, he's coming off as a cartoon. Well, yeah, especially with the whole mush twirling thing and yeah. But I mean, they're giving you some of what you want. I mean, the dude is going back to doing bad things. So, but to be fair, Samuel, what do you want Thomas to be doing? Yeah, Freddie, when that secret comes out, it's going to be a wrap. So Stanford, you like Thomas better with Hope and Liam. Interesting, Jeremy. Yeah, Black Mike. Yeah, I gotta watch some of that stuff. That was definitely before I started watching it. But Valerie, Freddie got a point when when Drew realizes that Carly's been keeping that secret is going to be a wrap. Daisy thought they're gonna be back by February. Okay. Yeah, Valerie, they did. Especially the walk, the little romantic walk and everything, the romantic stroll. I'm just like, boo, don't you got kids that are in danger back in Port Charles and you're just hanging out at the beach? Like, really? Mm. Okay, so James Steinbeck. I don't know who that character is. That's before my time. Okay, Jeremy, so you prefer Thomas and Hope together. Okay. I mean, that'd be interesting. Then where's Lynn gonna be at? I guess he could be with or he could be with Brooke. Yeah, Samuel Esme was killing it. I'm glad that Esme's back. Samuel, the weakest one is being B. I agree with that. So Samuel, so the strongest one you think I Samuel, the strongest one for you will be what? Y&R? The father says Brooke needs to be with Dollar Bill. Oh, Bill. Jeremy, I agree with that storyline too. But poor Liam. I mean, poor Liam. Liam would have to be with Brooke. Oh, okay. Thank you, Blackmon. Then Jakara says Albert. Albert what? And Angela Bloom. Yeah. I mean, I thought that their whole scene in that episode was just dumb. Stanford says Brooke needs to be alone. Valerie agrees with Angela Bloom. Oh, Jakaris, yeah. So Jakaris, I'm assuming that B&B is probably the best one for you so far, right? That you're liking so far, right? Yeah, Freddie, I agree with that. Daisy Flower says there are no other couples on GH. Well, I mean, there's no other good couples because there's couples on the show. You gotta clarify that for me. Yeah, Stacks. But you know what? Her kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, how long is she going to be going now? I mean, the whole Florida thing kind of ran its course. The whole Jacksonville ran its course. Yeah, no, no, I get that, Jakaris. I get that. But I'm saying, so your favorite one so far will be what? B&B? Nikisha says Sonny will be hurt when he finds out Carly is a Spencer now. I don't know why he would be hurt about that. I mean, he's with Nina. Valerie says he might be Nikisha. I don't see how. I like Carly and Drew couples will get that location shot. Daisy Flower, yeah. Sam is so sort of like GH. Nikisha said because that's how Sunny is. Mm, I agree with that. I agree with that. Mm, I don't know. I feel like you're right. Oh, Jakar says GH and Days. Okay. So, Jakar, you don't watch YNR, right? Angel Blue. Yeah, Angel Blue. That's exactly what I was feeling. That's exactly what I was saying. No, Jakar, I was saying you don't watch YNR. You don't watch Young and the Restless. Riley says pity, Sunny. Yeah. I mean, Jeremy, if they keep it up with this, he definitely will be the black sheep of the family. Yeah, Black. No, I do agree. They definitely need to sit there and up. They definitely need to spruce up B&B because it's definitely lacking. Stacks GH and YNR. Okay. Yeah, Freddie. I agree with that. I agree with that. Angela, Carly Jacks, Faber, Carly, Alcazar, almost Carly Franco, and Carly Morgan. Yeah, because no, I figured you didn't watch. I figured you didn't watch YNR. Okay. I mean, YNR isn't for everyone. Juanita, I agree with that. I agree with that. They definitely need to wrap up some of these storylines. But when you have a huge cast like I mean, when you have a huge cast like GH, it's it's definitely hard to do. It's definitely hard to do. Oh, Spiderquake, Drew is just plain boring. Stanford says, "Damn, Carly, a lot of names." Yeah, and she was married to a lot of people. She was married to Alcazar. Can we all just like wrap our heads around that for a minute? Nate, I agree with that. Spider Quick. Oh, you rather have Cody than Drew? That's interesting. Okay. Because it was definitely beautiful. Like the scenery was beautiful. It was I could have did without Drew and Carly in that episode, but it was a beautiful shot though. Double C, that's a really good question. Did Carly marry AJ once? Sim, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. I can see that. Carly said Carly ID bracelet will break her wrist. Angela Angela Blue says Drew needs a life outside of Carly. Yeah, that's one of the things that Curtis was Smith is saying. It's like, well, what is your plans? What do you want to do now that you're back? And ever since then, he's just been, well, we know what he's been doing. Stanford says the right kind of mob wife. Jeremy. Jeremy says, wasn't that then the Carly baby days? Maybe. All right, Jakars, you have a good night. Thank you for joining. The flower Carly Benson Roberts Quartermain. Yeah, no, Sammy, that would be interesting. Oh, Daisy Flower, she was married to AJ. Okay. Really, Spider Gwen? Okay. I mean, Spider Quick. Okay. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't really loving his character now, and I wish they would do more with him other than be with Carly. But it is what it is. Okay, all right, Sammy. Okay, yeah, Days is killing it. Days is killing it. I love Days, and GH is definitely picking up some steam. So, but Sammy, I'm surprised you actually put GH before YNR because I feel like you like YNR more. I could be wrong. Daisy Flower, Carly, Alcazar, Corinthos, Jackson. Yeah. Yeah, Spider Quake, they did that for a little bit, and then they let that go. He was trying to get dirt information, and then they had some sort of memory thing that Victor was trying to get from Drew, and they just dropped that whole story. Yeah, Freddie, definitely following her around. Yep, Daisy Fly. Okay, so you love Carly and Drew together. Okay, that's good. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like him, so that's good. Yeah, Blackmon. I mean, Jack came in there like, did, did I come in at a bad time? Because Blackmon, you know how that would look if it was a guy doing something like that, right? Yeah, Stanford. He was also yeah. And then at one point they were supposed to actually have Drew try to get information, but now he's with yeah. Now he's with Carly, and I mean, Carly needs a man. Okay, Carly needs a man. She needs a romantic interest, and Drew just fits the bill. So yeah, double flower, days, GH, and B, and then Y and I. Okay, interesting selection. Double flower. Well, for me, B is 18 minutes. So that's usually why I always watch B before I watch Y&R. Like if I'm going to review something, I review B because it's less time. Interesting, Dave. Okay. Oh, Spider Quake, Nina's growing on you. Okay. Stanford, you know Carly can't be alone. Stack said maybe when Carly and Drew get back, he will settle. Oh, okay. Okay, Spider Quick, okay. Well, I mean, she wouldn't be delusional Nina if she actually, Daisy Flower, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. You got a good point there. You got a good point there. Yeah, I don't know. One more little. At this point, it's just becoming still really good. No, I mean Stanford. Daisy Flower got a point. Daisy Flower got a point. I mean, plus, I'm thinking about even on B&B. Yeah, I don't think there's any one. Well, then there is Lee. Now Lee was supposed to be. They was trying to set it up where like Lee and Bill were supposed to be together, and then they just said Lee who? Well, yeah, Stacks, because Carly is living in Nina's head rent free, just like Diane is living in Ashley and Nikki's and Phyllis head rent free. Spiderquake says they need to fight it out. Hmm. Yeah, Freddie. Yeah, a lot. It's not getting not a lot. Drew's not getting the love. Daisy Fluff says Lee is a recurring character. Yeah, that's true, but still, you know, they try to set it up. They give us the impression that Lee was going to be Bill's romantic interest, and then, well, then nothing. Blackmon Deacon is falling for shit. Oh, yeah, definitely. He went from, oh, you can't be here, you can't stay here, and then Cher's like, I got money. All right, well, you can spend a couple of days here or whatever. And now they're like making out and kissing and everything, and I'm just like, I feel like it's some sort of Stockholm syndrome. And I know that's not a laughing matter, but I feel like that's what that is. Exactly, Jeremy. Exactly. I'm like, what happened to the Lee and Bill? Oh no, Dollar Bill got to be with Brooke. Okay, Daisy Flower. I know a lot of people looking for that. Sammy was like, "Yo, take that dude back. Get him back to Pine Valley." Stacks, they did the same thing with Katie and Carter. Now they are at it again. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right, Stacks. Stanford now, Sheila got Deacon. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome. Spiderquake says Carly did kind of start the problems. How? I mean, I do agree with, as far as Nina need to stop mentioning Carly every 5 minutes, but how did Carly actually start this? Yeah, Daisy Flower. Yep. I mean, even not just a leading lady, but even if she's a character, it's like, you know, Juanita, when Thomas is discovered, is going to be hilarious. Good point, Spider Quake. Good point. Yeah, no, Daisy Flower, you're right. You're right. I do remember that. Ooh, that would be hilarious, Jeremy. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Ooh, Brittany, what's good? I feel like you're a new face, so thank you for joining. Let's everyone say what's up to Brittany, since you're a new face. Thank you for joining. Daisy Flood says Nina needs therapy. Yeah, Spider Quake, definitely dragged out. Okay, I understand. Okay, all right, you're a realist. You're a realist. You're a realist. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I felt like you kind of like whine a little bit better, but I respect that. It's like even with me, it's like I love Sonny, but he does things sometimes. I'm just like, bro, like, bro, what are you doing, man? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? So I respect that. I respect that. Thank you for joining. Yes, Dax. Yes, this dude was like, yo, because she was like, TJ. Thank you, Tracy Flowers. Thank you, Tracy Steves. Thank you so much. My God, thank you. It was great. TJ was like, yo, you call me doctor. Okay. Yeah, Daisy Fly. I agree with that. Thank you, Tracy Steves. Talking my damn mouth. Thank you again so much, Tracy Steves. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, yeah, Carly was nasty on the phone with Nina when Nina was trying to do the right thing. But I'm like, Nina, you still should have did the right thing. That doesn't absolve Nina from what she did. Yeah, Daisy Fly. It was a bad situation. It was bad for Olivia also. You know. Yeah, Spider Point. But how long? You know. How long was? You know what I'm saying? Like he was in Nixon Falls for a while. At some point. And the thing is, getting revenge on Carly, there was other people that was involved that got hurt by that. If it was Carly, that's one thing. But it was Josh, it was Michael, it was Dante, it was the kids. Yeah, I agree with you, Daisy Flower. It was just wrong. If they didn't have kids involved, then I can understand that to some extent. But it affected more than just Carly and her. You know, Spider Quick says Carly. Michael needs to grow up and get over it. Yeah, like Nina said, or no, like Ava said, people get divorced all the time. Yeah, Brittany. Yeah, uh, Jace was my guy, and yada 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 yada. And next thing you know, he is on Days of Our Lives. It's a shame. It really is. It's a shame. I did a whole video about it. Then I did a whole video with Engel Rodemaker, I think. Dated for Nina went after his child. Well, I don't know about going after his child per se, but it definitely did mess them up though. Exactly, Stacks. I was like, bro, are you kidding me? Are you serious? And Diane was like, yo, I went light on you. Yeah, no, Daisy Flight, no, it definitely was, and I get that. I get that. Spider Quake, yeah, I mean, it wasn't even just that. You know, she was doing her job. It wasn't her fault. She was going light on Sunny. You know, so for him to sit there and be butthurt, for him to sit there and literally be butthurt about that was like, are you kidding me? I mean, granted, yeah, they did patch things up, and that was cool. But for him to sit there and be like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like I love Sonny. That's my guy. He's been my guy since day one. But when he does things like that, you gotta call him out. You know, and that doesn't just go for me. I feel like that should go for everyone, even in the chat. Like you may love a character, but when they do something so dumb or something that you just don't agree with, you gotta call them out. Thank you, Blackmon. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We got 25, 26 people. Um, so if we get like 5, 6 more likes, I really would appreciate that because that does actually help the algorithm. Thank you, Blackmon. Thank you so much. Yeah, Spider Quick. I'm waiting for that too. I don't know about Daisy Fly. I mean, I don't know about um Sonny being abusive. I mean, he says some things that has definitely gone too far. Like maybe verbally abusive to some extent. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm glad we clarified that, Daisy Flower. Nah, Kev. I mean, I haven't played games in a while. I think the last one I played was Z Fighters, but me doing YouTube so much and stuff like that is I'm gonna try to start getting into Twitch and playing some games on there. Yes, by the Quake. I mean, unfortunately, Nina has been tested in that area. You know, Nina has been tested in that area as far as how dangerous this job is. People always sit there and say, "Well, Carly is a better fit," and I'm like, "Well, Nina hasn't gotten that test yet." Stack says, "I love Phyllis, but I can't call her. But I will call her out." Yeah, that's good, Stacks. That's good. You got to. Spider-Quake because Selena's starting to take over. Yeah, well, we're gonna definitely test that out. We definitely want to test out Nina's resolve. Yeah, Daisy Flower. Yeah, Shakira is in the chat. You know what, Kevin? I may actually. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have something after I'm done. After I'm done on live stream, I'll probably have something. Well, I mean, yeah, Daisy Fly. I mean, what he did was illegal. Of course, he's gonna lie about it. Spider Quake, I would probably sit there and say maybe because Jason's gone and he's still probably feeling that. Mm, you may have a point, Samuel. You might have a point. You might have a point. I haven't actually did like a tally, so you might have a point. Daisy Flower says no. Carly Harley mentions Nina. Yeah, I feel like that. Black Mod. I might go back to Reese's. I might. But I don't know. I gotta think about that. That's a good point. Because the thing is, black if I don't like it, then I still have to have it for the whole week. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Spider-Quake, she really deleted that email. Now, question, Spider-Quake, was that Chase's phone? Was that Chase's phone that Brooklyn had? That's what I want to know. Was that Chase's phone that Brooklyn had? Yeah, Daisy Flaw. I mean, Nina does mention Carly every. She mentions her enough times where it's Daisy Flaw. Oh, that was Brooklyn's phone. Oh, okay. Why the hell is Dante sending emails to Brooklyn then? Yeah, Brittany. Carly and Sonny, legendary. Oh, okay, Spider Quick. Okay. Shakira says you don't care for Brooklyn and Chase. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't. All right, Jeremy. You have a good night. Thank you for joining. Samuel, I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that, Samuel. That's something we can 100% agree with. Stacks, it was, Stanford, it was Chase's phone. It would make more sense if it was Chase's phone because why would you send an email to Brooklyn? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And if that's the case, then wow, Brooklyn is toxic as hell. Oh, Stacks, okay. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember that, but okay. Well, Daisy Flower, to be fair, you do got Olivia that keeps fighting with her, and that's not good for like morale. And the staff notices that, which is why one was being so disrespectful. So I can't I can't put that all on Nina. As much as, I may not like Nina at times. Spider says Olivia can get lead in her system again. Oh, Daisy Flower. Okay, it was Brooklyn's phone. Okay. She was supposed to write a letter. She was supposed to write a letter. Okay. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, Brooklyn is still toxic. I feel like that's something that we can all in the chat agree with is that Brooklyn is toxic to Chase. And the minute that Chase have met Brooklyn, his life has been hell. Don't get me wrong, I'm not putting all of that on Brooklyn. Chase is an old man. But like Spencer, the minute these people come into your life, it just goes downhill. Okay? Just goes downhill. To be honest, goes downhill. But with that being said, I think I'm going to sit there and end the live stream here. So I do want to thank everyone for joining. Thank you so, so, so much. Yeah, they have. They have. I don't know if they're going to be doing the Nurses Ball anymore, though, Daisy Flower. Have a good night, Stacks. Have a good night, Daisy Flower. Good night, Valerie. Thank you again. Nikisha, you have a good night. Um, I want to sit there and try to also get some names in there that sometimes I may miss. Stanford, you have a good night. Spiderquake, you have a good night. Juanita, you have a good night. Samuel, you have a good night. It was great chopping it up with you like usual. Good night, Brittany. Thank you for joining. Good night, Blackmon. Thank you for being here. It was great. It's always great to see you. Good night, Stanford. Good night, Hill. I know you was here at one point. Sierra. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. But you can sit there and watch the replay though. I think I may try to go in tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna be coming in this week though. Sam, I think at this point everyone knows that. All right, Sierra, thank you for joining. Um, sorry. Okay, all right, good, 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 good. Well, see, I did miss you in the chat, so hopefully I would definitely see you in the next one now. Yeah, Nikisha, I gotta sit there and spice it up, keep it interesting. Um, I had to sit there and do something different other than soap talk, which was nice, but change it up a little bit. But yes, thank you. See, I'm sorry you missed the live stream, but I'm gonna be doing more this week. And whenever I do my live stream, I'm always gonna post an hour. I'm gonna go sit there and post it when I'm coming on an hour before I come on. This way, people know that I'm gonna come on. But yeah, Auto 119, you have a good night. Yeah, me too, Spiderquake. Me too. Hopefully, it won't take that long. But I feel like we're gonna get it in November sweeps. So yeah, um, have a good night, Spiderquake. Good night, Sierra. Good night, Samuel. Thank you for chatting. It was great chopping it up with you. Always love and respect the convo. Make sure Daisy Flower, Tracy, Steves. Thank you again for the super chat. Have a good night, Double C. Yeah, Freddie. I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna be done with the nurses. Well, I don't think a lot of people like them. So have a good night, Double C. Good night, Freddie. It was great having you in the chat as usual. So yes, I'm going to be ending the stream very soon. Well, I'm actually going to be ending it now. Well, I think I kind of got everyone as far as saying goodnight. Oh, well, Jakara's already left. And Shakira, if you're still in here, you have a good night. So yes, with that being said, I'm going to go. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my hands. So have a good night, everyone. Stay safe, and just look out for those post notifications. Well, look out for the posts because I always post before I go on. So if I'm going to go on at 6 or if I'm going to go at 8, I will post at 7. This I'm going to go on. This way, people can know and they can sit there and join. And one thing I will say before I go, I am working on having a set schedule for going live. For doing live stream. I'm gonna start to have a set schedule. Um, it's just me throwing out a theory. It's gonna be 8 o'clock. That's gonna be the time moving forward. If everything goes to plan, I do plan on doing like 8 o'clock live streams, 5 days a week, coming up very soon. So it's not now, but it's gonna be soon. So if you're rewatching this, know that it's going to be my plans. So yes, okay. Anyway, have a good night, all. Be safe, and I will see you in the next live stream. Next live stream and the next review. Have a good night, Black Mon.